system to make sure something real fast. So we continue off this time. Of course, you and Sylvia took over the island, of course, huh? You did do that. Me and Son left. That was the last time, so we stopped off at. But the camera pans out, alright? Camera pans out. And we're back where Pokemon Island used to be, huh? Now it's like, it's basically a burning hellfire, huh? Now you're probably wondering, it's still there. Well, huh? I looked back a video, at least I hope I did, but I'm pretty sure I left purple on the island by accident, huh? Which is why I didn't want you, this is why I didn't say nothing about her or nothing like that. I didn't say about, which it made sense. It made sense. I think it made sense. Cause her and Zeraora were fighting. So here's what happened. When that whole ordeal happened, you know, when the Necrozma blew up the fucking island, Zeraora was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And they were fighting, remember, and he blew up the island. They both got, you know, hit in the blast, huh? So we go back to present day, of course, and we see Zeraora there, like, holding her arm, like, just bleeding from her eyes and gushing, of course, you know, because it's a blast. It's not gonna... They survived it, of course, you know, Purple's on the ground, of course, and everything. And Zeraora's like, ah, man, Necrozma, you're fucking crazy, motherfucker. Didn't expect you to try to kill me, too. Snaps her arm back in place, huh? So of course, and Zeraora was like, oh, Purple, did you survive too, or are you dead? Of course, Purple tried to get spelled. I was like, oh, what the hell happened? And Zeraora's like, oh, I guess Necrozma was losing or something. He must have did something desperate, but we really can't fight right now because, well, this place is on fire, and I don't feel like burning. Now they are enemies, of course, you know, rivalry, but even rivals have to know, like, hey, you can't really fight anymore when their girls damaged, huh? So of course there was like, oh, she said something smart, like, where's your crew at, by the way? I thought they were gonna save you. Looks like they didn't. I guess they really don't love you like you thought. But Purple's like, you shut up. You don't know them. They just didn't know, or they were in a party. Something happened. I don't know. And Zeraora starts laughing. She's like, well, there's really no way off the island now. It's kind of just stuck here. But I hope someone comes back. She's holding her arm, by the way, huh? And Purple's like, oh, jeez. She said, well, it was your boss who tried to kill us both, I do believe. Like, there was a blast and there was just nothingness. And Zeraora was like, well, I didn't know he was going to do that. I didn't know he was that crazy. I knew he was kind of not there stably, but I didn't know he was that crazy. So of course they're stuck on the island. And it's just a burning hellfire, you know. He blew up the island, you know what I mean? So they're stuck there, of course. So Zeraora like, well, shit, we got time to spare. Fuck it, huh? Can't really fight you right now, or I would beat you down again, but my arm's broken and shit, so... And you ain't looking so good. I mean, I would kill you, but nah, you're the one here, so fuck it. She just sits down, huh? Like, she knows, like, she killed this to be alone. The camera pans back out again, and then we hear, of course, the narrator hears voices. They say, oh, looks like they're making moves again. Yeah, they are. These are different, these are whole different characters, so. It's a whole different character. I don't have a name for them yet. They're not entities. And one of them says, hey, did Necrozma call us again, or does he still hate humans? I don't know. I think he's still, I don't know, he did call us. He sounds desperate this time. Oh, I expected more from a psychic type. Whatever. We're not sending our strongest people. We'll send the two weak ones. He'll be happy, right? I guess. Whatever, huh? Then call him back and tell him we'll send 2 people. Alright then, huh? The story continues back where, you know, I don't know where you're at. Are you still with Sylvia on the island, or, like, you know, you guys left? What are you doing, huh? remember. I'm dead. Alright, well, I guess I'll just say you're still on island for the time being. I'm guessing that, you and Sylvia are there, of course. So here's your option. A, go tell Sylvia, hey, we need to go back to our main island. Or B, leave her here to make this island stronger. Or C, tell her, hey, I got your devil fruit.
C.
You can't do that, you don't have one. That's what I thought. I was hoping to choose it, but you don't have a devil fruit. Haha. You have it. You have a devil fruit, but you don't have. You know what I mean, huh?
Yeah.
You don't have a fruit, basically. You don't have one. There's no fruit on the island. Sorry, mate. You can't give her one. You can't have one. You say, I got you devil, and you pull out your hand, and there's nothing there. She's like, is this a joke? There's nothing there. Clay's like, I thought I did, damn it, sorry. Really? Whatever. Coach Sylvan says, well, I can stay, I should stay here and make this island more stronger. You know, we can make this even bigger, she says, huh? Now here's your option. A, say, oh, not a good idea, or B, no!
A.
You said good idea, of course. Then you leave, of course. You leave, huh? Cause yeah, you leave and go back to the home island, of course. You know what I mean? Now, who do you go talk to? You talk to, you know, you choose anyone. You know, there's too many damn characters, huh? You know the characters, huh?
I'd go to Sun.
Oh, you go talk to Sun. What do you say to him? A, what's up, my bro? Or B, hey man, you got stronger. Or C, can that sword turn back into white?
B.
He's, hey man, you got stronger. Sun's like, no shit, yeah, I got stronger. Duh. I've been practicing. I mean, obviously I practice, man. Like, what do you think? I'm not gonna sit here on my ass and do nothing. We are a pirate crew. Here's another option. You got a secret option. A, take Sun to an island with you, or B, choose someone else.
A.
Okay, you ask Sun, hey, you want to go to an island with me? And Sun's like, oh, fine, whatever. Where do you want to go? Now here, let me think. Now there's 3 islands, of course. There's always gonna be 3, yeah. All right. Always gonna be 3.
Okay.
Always gonna be 3. Find it. What has it been done? Okay. The A island is gonna be an island filled with trees and plants and shit, of course. Like a big forest, basically. Or B, an island that is like made of glass. Yeah, that's unique, huh? Or C, an island that has like lava going through it.
I go for glass.
You go for glass, and Sun's like, you want to go to that island? And Sun's like, you sure you want to go to that island? That island's pretty fragile.
Yeah, sure.
Sun's like, okay then, huh? Cause you arrived at the island, and the island, there's a sign there that says, alright, listen, it says this. You can't be over like about 100-something pounds, so of course Sun dropped his sword off and everything, like you can't have that much weight on this island or it's gonna, break. It's glass! There's no joke, and there's water under it. Like, there's not an under area. Like, if this island breaks, you're falling in the water. Yeah, and you're dead. Like, it doesn't matter how strong you are, you're gonna die. Devil fruit user or not. Even Dolphin will die from water if you drown in it. It doesn't matter. Of course, you two arrive at the island, and it's just glass. Of course, you can see your reflection, of course, and all that shit. And then you know what? You see Sun's reflection, of course. And you know, Sun's look at yours like, wow, Cody, you guys, you're way skinnier than I thought, but still, man, you still look ugly though. And you can say something. You can say this: A, fuck you, Sun, or B, you're an asshole, or C, you're lucky I took you.
C.
He's like, you're lucky I took you, and Sun's like, whatever. Sun looks away, and then you notice something in the mirror. You see someone else in the mirror. But they're not. You look like, you know how mirrors are, that they reflect stuff. So you look in front of the mirror. There's no one there. Of course. And then you see that you just see like a hand appear from the mirror and grab Sun and pull him in. Now, what do? A, jump at the mirror, or B, break the mirror, or C, say, oh well, shit.
C.
Is that well shit? Is that really it? He said, well shit, and you just stand there. Meanwhile, I don't know. Really? Is that all you do? Oh my god.
I break the glass.
You break the glass, and you just fucked Sun. So we're gonna panic here back out, and we're Sun's at the glass. He's like, I'm about to go back to boom, the glass breaks. Like, what? And then the glass person's like, ah, well, now you're trapped here forever. I guess your fucking friend just fucking fucked you. God, you bastard! And now, you know, you can't get in there. You just fucked him. You can't. Yeah, GG. Ending. Betrayed. It's betrayed, like, bro. All right, well, so what do you do? A, jump in the glass. I'm guessing what you have left.
I just yell fuck you.
And nothing happens.
I jump in there.
You try to jump in the glass, but the glass falls over, and you go over the glass and roll down a hill. I'm sorry, a glass hill. So there's shards. You get stabbed a little bit by shrapnel glass. You get up and you're like, oh, that didn't hurt that bad. And you just see a big shard of glass, and you're like, ah! Now here's the option: A, pull it out, or B, leave it in. And then you notice that you're in a different area now. It's still made of glass, but there's like glass trees and everything around you now. They're made of dimension. Oh wait, you can't. They are literally teasing you. What do? A,
C.
you say, I'll find a way, and they just start laughing. Then you keep to try and they disappear, of course. Now what do? A, touch the glass, or B, punch the glass, or C, eat the glass.
C.
You break the piece of glass and like, okay. Oh. Why the hell would you do that? And the person's like, wow, you really are stupid. You know what? How about this? I'll make this a little bit more interesting. And you hold out his hands, and you see a mirror person pop out, but it's not actually a person. It's actually a Pokemon. Yeah, it's actually a Pokemon. Let me see, which one would it be? I would say, you know what? You know what? Oh, okay. It's still recording now. Yeah, it's still recording. I would say it's a Pokemon that you killed before, huh? It has a tail, of course, a mermaid tail, white. It's white, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's that bitch.
Yes. What's it start with?
I don't remember.
Well, she says this. She's like, "Oh, darling, I'm being back to life. Wow, I guess my soul has entered this body now. Do you want me to sing you a tune?" She says. Here's Rob says, A, fuck, or B, yeah, go ahead.
A.
He said, fuck. And she said, well, that's not nice. I'm trying to sing you a nice tune, huh? She starts to sing. What do? A, try to cover your ears, or B, back away, or C, yell.
Yell.
You try to yell, but it doesn't work. Her singing overrides her yelling, and you were under the trance.
No.
Yep. Yep. Mission failed.
We get him this time.
Yeah, you failed. Ending. Slave basically, because she has you under a trance. You can't get out. Alright, so retry. Alright, so A was either, I don't know, what was A? I forgot. Oh, you remember, don't you? I hope.
A is cover your ears.
There you go. Yeah, cover your ears or run. That's what you got. A and B. Which one do you choose?
A.
You cover your ears, of course. She sings. You don't hear it. But you don't on space target, so you can see the sound waves coming, huh? And you can see they're very loud, of course. Now, of course, what do? You're covering your ears, but she says that like, you can cover your ears all you want, darling. It won't matter. You have to uncover them sometime, huh? She says. And then when you do, you'll be under my trance, just like that other kid was with that blonde hair. Because Jeffrey has blonde hair in real life, just so you know, huh? Yeah, but in this story, his hair is blue. But you know, it's like blue and blonde basically. And of course, she's like, I'm gonna get revenge on that water kid too. You two end up killing me, but I'm back for now. If foreshadow, if we're gonna have a flashback here where you and Jeffrey teamed up and actually like, you know, did that fucking that fairy water drill, remember?
Yep.
And drilled a fucking hole right in her heart and made a big hole in her heart. That's how she died. just a recap, huh? So of course she says, "Oh," she's smiling. Of course. Let me give you a picture. Let me see if I have it. I hope I do. I got a cool picture because I was gonna add her back anyways. Cause I like her. She's cool. And her name, the Pokemon name is Primarina, by the way. There we go. There you go. That's what she looks like, huh? There you go, I sent it to you. Look at your messenger.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, her eyes are purple now. She's a... okay. Yeah, her eyes are purple now, of course. You know, she is made out of glass, but she still looks like, you know, when she was alive, basically. It's the ability of the user. We'll get to him later, but you're fighting her right now. You gotta figure out what the hell to do against her. So what do? A, run away, or B, Use your peak or something. Think of something. Or C, think of something.
See, think of something.
You're thinking, and she's sitting there like, and she sees her sitting there singing, of course, and you're like, you think of something. You're like, wait a minute. You think, you're like, wait, sound, glass. So what you do is you see a big, like a few glass pieces on the wall. You hit them up, and the sound reflects off the mirrors. You didn't think of that at all. I know you didn't.
Nope.
I didn't think that either. I was like, wait a minute, that makes so much sense. So the sound reflects, of course, and it goes back the opposite direction. Now here's your chance. A, going for the attack, or B, yell at her.
A.
You're going for the attack. Of course, you don't use any weapons, you don't use a pick or you're going for the punch, and she's like, oh, she puts up her fin and blocks it. BAM! And she's like, wow, huh? Damn, it made me hate you even more than before, she says. So of course she holds out her other fin basically and summons her side. You know, she had a side, remember that? And she's about to bring it down on you. Here's her options. A, dodge, or B, try to grab it, or C, roll back.
C.
You roll back and she swings that side, and then you see a shock will just whoosh, and you see the mirrors just break. And you hear Son's like, what the hell's going on? And you hear the other dude like, shut up, you. And you trap Son in another mirror. Son can't do that, of course. He can't do that. Now you're probably wondering, why can't Son do that? Because even if you have powerful hockey, it won't matter. Because some developers just negate that. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this developer is different than what it is. So of course she bring that shit down, she swung, you roll backwards, and you duck the fucking shockwave. Boom, it went right over your head. What do? A, use your pink or B, try to trick her.
B.
You try to trick her, so you're like, hey, you say, hey, bitch, you gotta be brought back to life? I thought you were stronger than that. And she's like, what? What do you mean by that? Like, I'm just saying, like, you're brought back from this guy right here. I thought you couldn't die or nothing like that. Like, I thought you were one of the strong hitters. A strong hitter wouldn't be controlled by someone else. She's like, what? I'm not being controlled by anyone. And you're like, well, then prove it then. Fine. She turns around and takes a knife and breaks the mirror behind her. That mirror behind her was where the other user was. You know, the user of the Delve route. and he didn't see it coming. He got slashed like, oh! He got slashed, of course, on his chest. But of course, he retreated in the other mirrors around the island, of course. But you see blood coming out of the mirror, so it's still physical. So of course she retreated, and then now she's like, yeah, does that prove your point now? She says, holding the knife on her shoulder. So you still got her to deal with. So what do? A, call for help, or B, deal with it yourself, or C, say you're not that strong.
A.
You try to call for help, of course. Now, of course, now in my story, I'm gonna say we have like phones, of course. You call someone up. Who do you call?
Okay, cool.
Who do you call?
Let's see. I'm gonna call Jeffy.
You call Jeff, and Jeff was like, oh, Cody, what the hell? What? I'm surprised you're calling me. What? Now, of course, you can't really say it because she's like slashing at you, so you're dodging while you're trying to talk to him. So, A, try to talk, or B, just fucking hold the phone up where you can hear the fucking sounds. What do you do? What do you do?
C.
I said B, there's no C.
Oh, B.
Of course, you hold up the phone and then she says the words, I'll shut you up like that other blonde kid did. And after I'm done with you, I'll kill the water user net. And Jeffrey here's like, what? What the hell? I thought she's dead. Now, of course, she knocks the phone out of your hand. Of course, she didn't break it. It falls to the side somewhere near you. And she's talking. She's like, yeah, after I'm done with you, I'll make sure I kill that water user next. Keep both your heads for my trophies. Now, she's still trying to hit you. So, of course, you got option A, dodge, or B, try to block it.
A, dodge.
You dodge, of course. But of course, she freaking hits you with her fin. Boom, huh? Knocking you into other mirrors, and you hear a you know how mirrors break, you know, shatter noises. You hear that because you're hitting glass. And then while you know glass makes shrapnel, so when you hit the glass, there's shrapnel get lodged in your back and stuff like that, like little tiny pieces. But you know, it still hurts like hell. Meanwhile, the camera pans back out, and then Jeffrey's like, oh shit. Fuck, man, I gotta go help him. If she's alive, he won't be able to beat her by himself. Remember, you two teamed up to beat her. You didn't beat her by herself, huh?
Yep.
And don't think just because she's brought back to life makes her weaker. No, no, no. Au contraire, the opposite. It's all the opposite now. So Jeffrey, he's walking to the castle, and I'm like, hey, where you going, Jeffrey? I gotta go help Cody. What? You gonna go help Cody? Okay. I didn't know you cared about him so deeply. I don't really care about, but I don't want him to die. Like, he is still one of my crewmates, so and he is not in a coma. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, man. Like, you can take your ship then. Sure. He takes his ship. His ship is like blue and water, around, like on the bottom of the story. You know how like waves. You know what I mean? And he gets to the island. He gets there first. Now, of course, the island's pretty big, so he gets there, but he's like in the entrance, of course, where you and someone with the mirrors and shit. You're like in the forest part, huh? Yeah, you're in the forest part. So of course, the camera pans around. You see, and we just see you on the ground, like having glass all over your body and shit, and you're like bleeding, of course. And then Primrose like, "What's wrong? You have a little piece of glass in you. Can't get up," she says. Now here's your options: A, fuck you, or B, you bitch.
A.
You say fuck you. She's like, wow. I didn't think you were that rude, huh? Thought you at least die with some dignity, she says, huh? She's about to bring down the side. And you see her swing it, and you just see blood spat. The camera pans out. And then you see Jeffrey there. He blocked the attack with his armor hacker, but he had to cut through. You thought you died, didn't you?
Yep.
You did. Jeffrey's like, don't worry, Cody, I got you. But of course, here's your you say A, Jeffrey, you're bleeding. Or B, Jeffrey, are you okay? Or C, are you sure you can handle her?
B.
Is that you're bleeding, I think? Or you say, are you sure you're okay? Is that, yeah, A is, are you bleeding? Yeah, okay. You just ask, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? And Jeffrey's like, don't worry, I got this. And it's still piercing through his hand, of course, huh? And of course, Jeff says, how are you fucking cutting me? I'm made of water. You shouldn't have cut me. And Primrose like, oh, do you really think I don't know hockey? Come on, huh? And Jeff's like, well, I didn't hear you say use hockey. She's like, my hockey's different. I use invisible hockey. I don't have to put it on. What? No? That new hockey right there, she don't have to put on. She said whatever she touches, she already has it on her blade. It's already like a part of her blade. And you can tell, because I didn't say what her side was like pitch black. It's like pitch black. The blade is pitch black. Just the blade, not the hilt. So, of course, Jeffrey's like, damn, huh? Now, here's your other options. You can either A, stand and watch, or B, help out Jeffrey.
B.
Of course, you help out Jeffrey, of course, and Jeffrey, he's like, oh, you want to help? Okay, then, huh? So he signals you. He winks his eye. So, of course, what you do is this. Marina's cutting him, but you take your hand and you're about to, it looks like you're about to punch Jeffrey, but Jeffrey turns in the his belly, and, like his stomach in the wall. You punch through him, hitting her right in the gut. Boom!
No.
She's like, oh. She gets blown back, of course. It was a hard hit. It wasn't hockey. If you used hockey, you would hit Jeffrey. So you hit her, of course. She goes flying back. Hits one of the trees, and it breaks into pieces, of course, falling on her. Now, of course, Jeff's like, thanks for that. You can see his hand, like, bleed, of course. Now, here's your option. A, did we beat her already? Or B, maybe we should make sure she's down for the count.
B.
You said we should make sure she's down for the count. And Jeff's like, yeah, my thoughts exactly, huh? So, of course, you see her get up from the glass. She's bleeding, of course, from all directions because it's glass. So it's glass. It doesn't matter. She's like, damn it! How playing that trick on me? Fine then. How about we play a similar trick again? She holds up her fins. Of course, she doesn't have hands. Of course, she has fins. But you know what I mean. And then she makes 3 clones of herself. And you hear it imagine it's 3 times. He said, well, let's see if you play this game. That's 3 times. You hear that 3 times. Of course, you can see they're different colors, of course, but you know what I mean. One's black, the other one's like kind of like more paler, of course. And they all 3 of them grab their sides, of course. And the other 2 charge at you and Jeffrey, both swinging their sides down. Of course, you 2 block, like you block one side, Jeffrey blocks the other side. Boom, boom. And then one of them says, wow, you're quick, but you better watch out, you're in the middle. And of course you see that one in the middle, and she takes her side and swings, like cuts it through the ground, making an air shockwave right at you. It's coming towards you. What do? A, try to dodge it, or B, try to block it, or C, signal to Jeffrey.
Try to dodge it.
You try to dodge it, of course, but you can't dodge it because you're blocking the other ones. So you get hit directly by it. You get blasted back, but Jeffrey does not get blasted back. You didn't use hockey, so he just turned in the water and morphed, and then when he just like, you go flying back, of course. You're already bleeding, of course. You hit more trees, more shrapnel of glass gets lodged in your body. Man, this is a very hype moment, ain't it?
Yep.
And Jeff is like, wow, you know you could have like signal for me to like help you or something like that. Now here's your options: A, damn it, or B, why didn't I think of that?
B.
You say, why didn't I think of that? And Jeff's like, ah, don't worry, just get up, huh? And then the other two is charged, and Jeff's like, alright, well, shit, huh? Looks like I gotta do this then. So Jeffrey says this, alright, well, I'll take these 2 on. I know you're stronger than I am, he says. The main one, he says. So he blocks both attacks, of course. So what do? A, rush towards the main one, or B, stay there and try to help Jeffrey?
A.
You rush towards the main one, and she's like, oh, rushing towards me. Oh, okay then, huh? She sends another shockwave right at you. But this one you easily dodge, of course, because you're running, of course. You dodge them. Easily dodge them, of course. And you now what do? You do A, pink or B, going for the punch?
B.
Alright then. You go in for the punch and she takes her side and holds it with two hands and boom! You clash. And she blocks, of course. Somebody's watching. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Wait, you're watching? Why are you watching? It's weird.
I just put the playlist.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways. Okay. And she both, well, you're clashing with her and she's like you see her kind of struggling a little bit. You can see a shock, like, one pink, the other one like kind of like bluish. That's what her collar is. And you see Jeff there, like you see one throwing this, like you see him like doing spins, like ding 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 ding, like blocking the fucking scythe attack by the clones. Of course, he stabs one of the clones, but it doesn't bleed. Of course, it just laughs like, "Ha, not this time," and slices Jeffrey down. It cuts him, but he doesn't go down. He's like, nah, I'm not going down this thing. I'm not the way I used to be, huh? He armors up his hand and punches one of the clones, boom, into the air. He's alright. So, of course, you're still classing Perina. He's alright then. He holds up his hand, he's like, rain! It starts raining around the island. And you see Jeffrey fold both his fingers, he's like shards, and the rain turn like, like spears and shit like that into water spears, start stabbing through the clones.
Yeah.
And literally, you can see them like it's an aerial attack, which means you also get hit too. And the mirrors also break around, like the island's getting, like you see some of them stabbed into the island, and the island's starting to crack a little bit. That'll be relevant later. Can I continue, or are you talking to whoever? You gone. Okay. See ya, I guess. Resume? Oh, okay. So, of course, the island's starting to crack a little bit. That'll be back later. And Permina's like, what the hell is wrong with this person? So she's blocking it, of course, but someone stabbed her in her back. She's like, ah! But it also stabs you in your back, of course. And you see the mirror user, we can pan back him, and you see him bleeding from his, like, he got slashed, like, side, like, down his shoulder down, of course. He's bleeding, of course. And you saw he sees the battle through the mirrors of the island. He's like, what the hell? Damn, huh? This is a hectic battle, of course. She's like, no, I'm not going that easy, not again. She was able to push you back. Now, of course, you get pushed back, but you catch yourself with your legs, of course. And she's like, oh, she pulls out the water spears right out of her fucking bag, like, see one of her eyes glowing purple, huh? That just, like, completely, like, bright purple now. And she's like, I'm not going down easy again like last time, and she just charges. Now, what do? You got time here. I'll say about 10 seconds. So, A, you block it, or B, you dodge it, or C, you do nothing.
A.
Okay. That was dodge it, right? Or was that block it, huh? Alright, which one would you rather block it or dodge it? That's what I'm asking that, huh?
Dodge it.
Okay. You dodge it, of course. You duck. Like, but it was very near. You could see like a cut form. Like, she got you a little bit. Like, she went fast, man. Now, of course, you dodge it. She's like, you know how when they slash, she's above you now. You're under her. Now, what do? A, punch her in her face, or B, kick her in her stomach, or C, pick her, like, grab her and throw her.
C, grab her.
You grab her, of course. You grab her by her, like, hips, of course. She's not very, she's like skinny like I am, of course. She ain't got, like, big hips. You grab her, and you freaking start spinning. You throw her right into another tree. And you hear a big boom, like the glass. It's a glass tree, of course. And then you see Jeffrey over there. He's like, "Alright, time." He holds his hand out. He's like, "Water." He says, "Water, ground," and the clones get sucked into the ground, and they fall into the water below the island. They drown, of course. Just say, yeah. Because I know Pokemon's a water type, but what Jeffrey did, his water is special. He negates the ability to breed underwater for any fish or anything that can breed underwater. Huh? Doesn't matter. Huh? He's been working with his Dofrey. He's not weak. Huh? Of course, Jeffrey walks through. Like, man, she's dead. Like, you can see the whole glass pile is covered with blood and shit. But of course, she freaking throws that shit off, and you see glass in her like arm and her arm, her arm and where her fins at, of course, her arm. There's glass all over her, and you see her get pissed. Like, you see her hair start to. She has blue hair, of course. Her hair starts to fall on one of her eyes, of course, bleeding. And she's like, "Oh no." She holds up other pins. Someone's another side. She's like, "No." She's like, "All right, that's it." She starts, she holds both sides again. She starts spinning, huh? But this time, something a little different happens. She spins, not only spinning, but a tornado of water forms. Now, here's your option. A, charge into it, or B, signal to Jeffrey, or C, go find the other person.
B.
You signal to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's like, "Alright, well, okay." He said, "Well, we're both Dofrey users, yes. And that is water. We will die if we go on that," he says. We gotta find a way to, like, get her out of that thing without, Of course, while he's saying you both are getting sucked into the, the water tornado, it's a tornado. And you're thinking, wait a minute, huh? So here's your A, think of something, or B, just die.
A.
You think of something, you're like, wait a minute, I have an idea. So you hold up your hands, and your pink aura comes out, of course, and you're like, "Alright, well, she's in the center of that tornado, right?" And Jeffrey's like, "Yeah." And you say, "Alright, Jeffrey, I'm better with arm hockey, but you're good with observation. Tell me where she's at." And Jeffrey looks in the tornado because he can see water. He's very good at seeing through water and shit. His observation is good too. He's like, "She's right there in the middle." He points right in the middle of the tornado, and you take your hand. You like guide me. He's still pointing. And he's like, "Alright," and then you stop right there. Yes, and you take that bitch. You armor it up like hell and back. You see that freaking armor just pouring like from it. The armor hockey. And you fucking take that bitch and you just chuck it. We get inner monologue from Perina saying, "Haha, they won't be able to save this," until you hear nothing but sound, and you see the screen turns red on black, and you see her get stabbed clean through with the fucking pink spear.
Ooh.
Just the tornado disappears, of course, and you just see her go boom right to the ground. She fell on the glass ground, of course. The ground around her is about to shatter. Now, she's not dead yet, mind you. She's not dead. But here's her option. You can A, finish her off, or B, leave her alive, or C, try to do something else.
B, kill her.
It's A, finish her off.
Oh, A.
So, of course, you kill her, but you don't kill him in this sense. What you do is this. You let Jeffrey walk over to her, and he touches her, of course. And the glass is out. You walk over, and you pull out your spear, and you take it. You're about to break the glass under. She's like, "Ha, I can breathe underwater. It doesn't matter." Jeff's like, "Oh, no, you can't. I took that ability away from you. You're going to drown now." She's like, "What?" and you break the ground under her, she falls into the water below. Where she presumed drowned, huh? It's a unique way to go out, am I right?
Yep.
So you killed it twice, technically. And the glass you just see these, oh shit, huh? Because there's now 2 commanders on the, actually there's 3 commanders. There's you, Sun, and Jeffrey. There's 3 commanders on that island. So you see that he's oh hell no. So the user he's doing something. He's in his own there's islands big, of course. So he's in like a throne room, of course, with mirrors everywhere, of course. And he sees this. So, oh no, that's not good. So he holds up his hand, and you see glass giants appear. Now of course Jeff is like, well, damn, what's with this island? Is it all made out of glass or something? You can say A, yes. Or B, I really don't know. Or C, there's some kind of user of a Delver in this island or something.
C.
You said there's some kind of user of a Delver or something. And Jeff's like, well, if we kill him, he'll definitely be a good asset if we take his Delver, he says. And they were like, alright, well, shit, huh? He's like, we're gonna have to break this glass. So what happens is you and Jeffrey split up, of course. There's 2 giants, of course. You take down one. Now here's your option. A, go into your dragon form. Or B, use your pink aura. Or C, punch the glass.
D.
You say B?
D. Punch the glass.
Oh, so you take your hand and you punch the glass giant right in the face. Bam! Shattering it. And you see Jeffrey back, he's like, water sword. He makes a big sword and cuts right through the glass. Shing! And it breaks in pieces. And the glass is, oh shit, that's not good. Oh no, huh? Shit. So of course he's thinking like, you 2 are still roaming the island. Of course you're walking around. You're still in the forest. You don't know where you're going. Of course you don't know this island. And Jeffrey says, do you even know where you're going, Cody? He says. Now you're option A, no. Or B, maybe. Or C. Nah, you can trust me.
C.
Now you can trust me, you say, and you walk a few more hours and not go anywhere. You don't go anywhere. And Jeff is like, alright, you know what? I don't think you know where you're going. I don't think you know where you're going. You say A, no, I swear I do. Or B, you're right, I don't. Or C, trust my judgment.